News Center 7 is breaking into coverage. We're following breaking news out of Clark County, where there is a heavy police presence after a reported shooting. The RTA hub is back in operation after this triple shooting that happened around 2:30 this afternoon. Our newsroom has just learned that Richmond police officer Sierra Burton has died. We're traveling on I-71, got off at exit 69 here in the Jeffersonville area. Power lines have been knocked over like dominoes, as you can see in the back. Now let's check in with Kayla McDermott, who is live in Hamilton from Storm Tracker 7. Kayla, looks like you're not in Storm Tracker anymore. You're outside and I can see the snow sticking in your hair. So I'm behind the dominoes off of Brant Pike, where the body of a man was found somewhere in this tree line by the Huber Heights water tower, which is on the outskirts of St. Peter's School's property. Police say he was found in Kansas and taken into custody there last night. Marlowe is accused of shooting and killing 4 people in Butler Township on Friday. This standoff has been taking place for more than 12 hours. It first began around 3 a.m. and since then Springfield police have gone through several shift changes to keep a presence here. A national tragedy hits home. The University of Dayton reacts to the loss of one of their own. Good evening, I'm Haley Kosik. The University of Dayton has confirmed student Franco Patino is one of the 8 people killed Friday night at the Astro World Festival in Houston, Texas. The house, you can see a lot of the mud that's pelted up against the garage, and the homeowner said that a lot of the siding got pelted with hail early Sunday morning, but they say they're just thankful that they're alive. I give my cat plenty of love every day. She doesn't appreciate me like she should, but...
Yeah. Well, that's cats, though. Why do you own a cat?
On Halloween, he noticed that a house's candy bowl was empty, so he dumped some of his own into it. And because of this act of kindness, he got a very special shout out.
It's the little things in life, man. You've mastered the little things. Kindness matters. Those kinds of moments matter. And you master those little things, the big things fall into place, I promise you.
Every day he's reminded of his disability. And that's just going to be a fact of life for him.
He's now in 3rd grade at Southdale Elementary School, and on Tuesday was waiting to hop on the bus for a field trip.
This is Emily Stifler from Southdale. Can you give me a call back when you get a chance? Thank you. Bye.
When Queena called the school back, she was told Declan couldn't go on the field trip with the rest of his class because the bus taking them wasn't handicap accessible.
What I have a problem with is that you didn't have a conscience about letting the rest of his class go and making him stay there and wait for 40 minutes to hopefully get another bus to get him there.
And Southdale Elementary School is just under 3 miles from the school district's transportation department.
There's been nonstop issues with transportation with him from the time he started kindergarten there, and there's been promises made and there's been letdowns time and time again.
And this time, Declan showed up an hour late to his field trip.
You told him that he didn't matter and that the rest of his classmates were more important than him, and you made him cry and feel sad.
Queena said the principal apologized and assured her that something like this would never happen again.
So I respect that. However, it was absolutely the wrong decision. And regardless of apologies, it's not the first time that something like this has happened.
I hope this wakes people up just to the fact that these kids, whether they're a physical disability or mental disability, they're going through enough as it is. So just take the time to think about if you were in their shoes or if you were in our shoes.
Isabel Sands wrote a message she never thought she would have to. It said, "Dear Kayla, I love you so much, girlie. You're truly loved and missed by many people." Another said, "Forever in my heart," and hashtag live for Kayla. They now have to say goodbye to their best friend.
We still can't believe it. Yeah. Don't take good friends for granted.
People cried, hugged, held hands, and leaned on each other to help get through such a tragedy for this aviator community.
She always had her strawberry refresher, Starbucks drink every single day, and she never held a grudge against anyone, just no matter what.
What I learned about Kayla is she had a pet ferret named Luna.
When we all used to go to her house as our friend group and we would just hang out, she'd try to put it in people's shirts.
Kayla was on the school soccer team and always brought a smile to people's faces.
She had the best laugh ever. She literally, nobody compares to Kayla's laugh.
A laugh they will never hear again.
Tell everyone you love them, keep them all safe, keep them all close.
Reporting in Vandalia, Haley Kosik, News Center 7. Daryl Fry and Jason Nito met in 2007 and planned to spend the rest of their lives together until
suddenly and unexpectedly, yes.
Jason died from a heart attack in 2020.
We were 2 weeks into lockdown at that time.
The pandemic slowed down the burial process, but after more than 2 years, Jason was cremated and laid to rest at Calvary Cemetery.
And I chose the St. Kateri Preserve because that was very much in the spirit of what Jason was as a person.
Jason was brought up Catholic and was gay.
I knew this was a Catholic cemetery, and I point blank asked, I said, is it going to be a problem that we're a gay couple and buying a plot here?
They assured him it was not an issue. Daryl then bought a memorial boulder for his husband's grave.
And, you know, with a 30 character limit, it was difficult, so I just decided to keep it simple and put our marriage date. Married July 23rd, 2016.
It took about a year for the boulder to be complete and was placed on Jason's grave in August of this year.
It looked good. It had exactly what I had sent, you know, names, dates, and then the line about how we were married.
Then on Labor Day weekend,
I came out here and it was gone, just gone.
So he drove down to the cemetery's office to ask why the headstone was missing.
And they told me at that time that the engraver had done a tour and had done an inspection and had noticed that some of the text, the edges, was crumbling.
And it was brought back to the shop for repairs. About a month went by and then the headstone reappeared, but not in its original condition.
The line about our marriage is just erased. They dug into rock to erase our relationship. Yeah.
As if losing his husband wasn't hard enough. Now this.
Sorry. I mean, it's just part of life as a gay man in America in 2022.
Daryl has been trying to reach the cemetery for more than a week now.
Nobody from Calvary will talk to me.
So he's talked to an attorney.
I mean, all I want is what I paid for.
And he paid?
Between the funeral and the burial plot, almost 5 figures.
Reporting in Dayton, Haley Kosik, News Center 7.